Shalom Akim. Hey, we would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to our apostles, the great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the elect. All right.
All right. Tonight we got a quick lesson on about fear, and the only way you can get wisdom is through fear, according to the scripture. And we got I'm gonna start out with Sirach 1 and 2. Well, I'm gonna start with 1. Then I'm gonna start with 2. Sirach 1 and 2. It says, man, I ain't gonna start at 1. All right, it's Sirach 1 and 1. It said the prologue of the wisdom of Jesus, the son of Sirach. Whereas many and great things have been delivered unto us by the law and the prophets, and by the others followed their steps, for which things Israel ought to be commended for learning and wisdom, and whereof not only the readers must need become skillful themselves, but also they that desire to learn be able to profit them which are without, both by speaking and writing. My grandfather, it say Jesus, when he had much given himself to the reading of the law and the prophets and the other books of our fathers, and had gotten therein good judgment, was drawn on also himself to write something pertaining to learning and wisdom, to intent that those which are desirous to learn are addicted to these things, might profit much more in living according to the law. Wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and pardon us, wherein we may seem to come short of some words which we have labored to interpret. For the same things other in Hebrew and translated in another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets.
And only it's important, to like it. It's important, to understand, all right, certain Hebrew words,
right?
Because this book, Ecclesiasticus, was written during the time of when our people was heavenly Hellenized, and when you go into a Hellenist, a lot of time it's going to a Greek-speaking Jew, because during this time you had the Septuagint, being created, being formed, bringing the Hebrew text to the Greek, so it was important to go back to the Hebrew, just like, you see brothers do today, starting with the apostles and elders of Gina Myth.
Like you say, it had a harder force on it.
Yeah,
that's why they be watering it down, like watering like the new translation, through the new translation, they water stuff down, and it don't mean the same thing as it meant, in the Hebrew term.
Yeah, for example, you can have like the term world, several definitions.
Yeah.
But with the Hebrew, everything is a straightforward language.
Direct.
Direct,
And another thing, like Hebrew is like organic.
Right.
Compared to the other languages, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the root of everything.
Exactly.
Where, everything got a root.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the root of our language per se.
Yeah, the word virgin.
Yeah.
There's a big stumbling block if you don't understand that word virgin. You'll believe in the immaculate birth, but if you understand the Hebrew, all right, verity, of that word, which is what it is, pretty you always going to. Yeah.
And Amalah.
Amalah. And Bakwala is the actual virgin, which you can read in Kings, the first chapter, the virgin that they brought to King David. And then once you go into Isaiah, that prophecy, it's talking about a woman of a marriageable age, man. You know.
You know, just to add right quick, you also need to understand our culture and our heritage, to understand the mindset back then,
Yeah.
and what was the purpose of a woman back then.
Yeah.
You know, you have to study Eastern culture.
Yeah.
Something that I do, you know, it's good to do. You can watch a Middle Eastern movie with the subtitles just to understand how they function.
Because it said this book was comprised of you know, 3 generations of men, you know, that was heading into reading the law, all right, and the prophets, man, which today they would call the Tanakh, you know, so from really the whole Old Testament. So they were going to the history, they were going into the Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, the law, you know, and they comprised, you know, this writing of Ecclesiasticus, you know, and just like the elder said, it teaches you, you know, how to move within our culture with some type of nobility. Because in the same book, you know, Sirach, he goes into, you know, refrain thyself from thy lust, desire not a woman for her beauty, prove thy soul, you know, to see what is good for it, you know. So wisdom, you know, this wisdom, you know, that has been handed down to us, you know, it balances us out and it preserves us for salvation, man, and we endure, man.
Quick one, bro. This is Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths.
And that's what we're doing, man. That's what you see brothers converting back to the ways of our righteous forefathers, man. You know, moving how they move, man. You know, having that integrity, you know, having an honest report amongst men. You know, we take this ministry serious, you know, brothers have a side to them, you know, we joke with each other, but overall, all right, we serious, man. You know, and that's the ways of our forefathers, man. You know, they had that discipline and they had the fear of what Yahweh Shah could do to them going to the lesson, man. Because fear equals wisdom, you know, because you don't commit adultery because you understand what the Lord can do to you, and then secondly, you understand that's your brother, man. You know, so at the end of the day, fear makes you apply the wisdom that you learn, because there's a lot of people that have you know, they know about wisdom, you know, but they don't have the fear, so they don't apply it, man. You know,
Let's say you know better, you do better.
yeah.
You know, you'll do better. You know about what the Most High can do to you. Most definitely you'll try to do better. You have precept about.
Can I finish this?
Go ahead,
Alright, it says, where's the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
Our people don't want to walk in the ways of our forefathers, man, the righteousness of our forefathers, man. All right, Jake don't want to sit his ass down on the Sabbath, man, ribs from the Sabbath, man. Jake don't want to stick to the Levitical diet, man.
Right.
All right, Jake can't stop getting lined up, man, trying to be cute, man. You know, they don't want to do these things. They don't want to be under the man in complete subjection to their man, in complete obedience to their man. You know, so our people don't want to walk by the old ways, man. They rather, you know, follow the ways of the serpent, man, and be drunk out with Babylon juice, man.
And this is Zephaniah 3:9. But then will I turn to the people in pure language, and they may all call upon the name of Yahweh Bashem Shai to serve him with one consent. You know, just going to that Hebrew again, like we're saying, it's like organic compared to all the other languages. You know, they all watered down. They pretty much considered like GMO languages. You know?
They all really derive from the Hebrew in some kind of form. You know, and we don't need, all right, confirmation from this system that we have the pure language, man. You know, because you have vocab arguing, you know, about the Hebrew, you know, arguing about Ariyah, made up language, you know. But at the end of the day, through faith, we know this our language, man. You know, we know this our tongue, man, because it's forced in that name, man. You know, because if this name wasn't a threat, you know, why is this name never, all right, broadcasted, man? You know, they'll promote Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh, you know, Yah, you know, Jehovah, you know, but when it comes to the name of Yahweh Shai, those names are blackballed, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Downplay, yeah.
And why would Esau nowadays, because through the spirit, he found out. Movie came out in 1981. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. You got on the stone Yahweh's name in the ancient Hebrew, man.
Yeah.
Like, why is that coming out to the forefront nowadays?
And then what about the Moab stone? The Moab stone? The stone, basically, he was given, basically, glory to his God on how he and his God defeated the nation of Israel and Yahweh. And Yahweh is actually on that stone in the Hebrew, man. So, hey, the elites, they know. You know what I'm saying? And we know that, Vocab alone is nothing but a offset payoff, man. He's an agent, man.
Yeah, that's so. Wisdom of Solomon 87, if a man loves righteousness, a labor thy virtues, for she teaches temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude. And I want to expound on fortitude because you have to align wisdom with fortitude or courage or discipline. Because you can know something, like somebody said earlier, you can know something. If you have a strict of mind to execute it, then you're nothing. So it's one thing to know the law, statutes, and commandments, and it's another thing to have the discipline and the strength of mind to execute it, man. That application is very powerful.
Yeah. Your character.
Your character.
That's one. We don't finish. And it says, for the same thing other than Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference.
Yep.
When they are spoken in their own language.
Yeah, like the brother was getting into, they have no small difference. Meaning it's a big difference when you hear it in its original tongue. There's a different force to it, man. You know?
It means something different.
You know, like, you ever watch a movie like Friday? Or a movie, you grew up watching, like a Jake movie,
Right.
and they turn around and play it on BET.
Right, and they take the cussing out.
They take the cussing out, they put like a substitute word in
They
it,
edit it.
and they edit it.
Mm.
It's a whole different force to it, man.
Right. It ain't that funny.
It's not as funny.
If that was the case, they were trying to be funny, they took the fun out of it.
Yep.
Or they took the truth out of it,
Yeah.
per se, once they break them words down like this.
God.
When they are spoken in their own language.
Yep.
For in the 8th and the 13th year coming into Egypt, when the Eugertes was king, and continuing there some time, I found a book of no small learning. Therefore, I thought it was most necessary for me to bestow some diligence and travail to interpret it, using great watchfulness and skill in the space to bring the book to an end, and set it forth for them also, which in a strange country are willing to learn, being prepared before in manners to live after the law. All wisdom coming from the Lord, and it is with forever. Alright, it's two.
And it's with him forever.
With him forever. Alright, it's verse 2. It says, who can number the sand of the sea, and the drops of rain, and the days of eternity? Who can find out the height of the heaven, and breed of the earth?
And that's the Most High.
Come.
That's why he's called I Am, and that's why one of his titles is omniscient, which means all knowing. So the Most High actually literally knows the number of the sands of the sea. He literally knows the number of the drops of the rain. Alright? That's why he's omniscient, man. All knowing. Alright?
And Esau wants to imitate that, man.
Yeah.
He can't do it, man. Esau's, imitation of the Most High is very flawed, man. And he falls well short of that, man. Esau always act like he discovered this new wisdom, this new technology, something, that's a surprise to the Most High. But at the end of the day, we can't even begin to fathom, the infinite wisdom of Yahweh Shem Al Shah, man. We just deal with the inkling that he gave us, man.
have been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting. It says the word of the Most High. The word of the Most High is
That's why you can equate Yahushua with wisdom. He's the only begotten son. And then when you go to Proverbs, I want to say the 8th chapter, it tells you that Yahushua was created before the foundations of the earth.
Yahushua, he's the most high wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, literally. It says the word of the Most High is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments.
So meaning that basically, if they're everlasting commandments, they're ongoing. From the time of Adam all the way until the time of now.
Right.
And future tense when we get in the kingdom, Lord willing.
It's forever.
These are forever.
It's just the law. This the only law, you know, the true law, you know. It says 6. It says, to whom have the root of wisdom been revealed, or who have known her wise counsel? Unto whom have the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and who have understood her great experience?
And the answer is Israel, man.
Come,
You know, because the Lord was dealing with Israel on a whole nother level. When
come.
you go and study our ancient forefathers, all right, Abraham, you know, even going back to Adam. I think Adam was able to name all those animals. Imagine the capacity, the mental capacity he had to do that, man, and remember all that, man. You know, the functions of the earth, you know, knowing how to form, knowing about the seasons, you know, that's our culture, man. You know, Issachar, you know, they knew the astrology, they knew, you know, when to plant crops, you know, they can even tell by astrology when to go to war, man. You know, who was their wisdom given to, man? Because what you see from these heathens is them mimicking, all right, our ancient customs, man. You know, their residue of our culture that's still over there in their region, man. You know.
I got a quick precept to back you up.
Oh, yeah.
Sirach 17:5. They received the use of the 5 operations of Yahweh. This started with Adam right here. And in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding.
What's the 5 operation?
5 senses.
5 senses. Feeling, tasting,
Yeah.
touching, smelling, and hearing.
Well, and in the 6th, he imparted them understanding. Now, somebody get that in Genesis real quick, Genesis 2, and Adam he breathed up the life. All right? Because this all started in the time of Adam, man. Because how could Adam name all those animals? So in order to name them, he had to already have a language.
That's right.
So what language was he calling them? There's the actual bird that still has the same name today. I think it's called a corp, but the names go back to call. Because when he chirps the sound, he's saying he's calling something. But it's a Hebrew name. So Adam was calling them that same Hebrew name that they still retain today. Like a camel goes back to the Hebrew gamal. All right, but that's the gamal is what Adam, Yahushua, literally called those animals, man. So, but the Most High gave. Let me know when you got it. All right, go ahead, Shakai.
It's Genesis 2:7.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord power formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul.
He breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, man. All right, that was wisdom back then. All right, and if you can look up the breath of life from Blue Letter Bible, that breath, all right, because that wisdom we've always had that wisdom. We were the most civilized back then. When we had the law, statutes, and commandments, we were the most advanced back then. Esau had you thinking we were just cavemen.
Going back to that term Hebrew.
Yeah.
That bar,
Yeah.
you know, of the past.
Of the past.
Of the past.
Yeah, that wisdom of the past. Those traditions of the past. So like you said, Hebrew, I borrowed from the past, man. Because where did Noah get the understanding to build the ark, man? All right. Where did Joseph have the understanding to govern Egypt, man? All right. From the past, man. You know how they have that thing about Atlantis, and, the underground city Atlantis, and all that technology, but it was like of the past. That's like the ancient world, man. All right.
Strong's H 5397. Neshama.
And it says breath, spirit,
scripture.
It's
It's
divine
inspiration.
inspiration.
So, and that's part of it. All right, then if you were to go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She pass and go through all things by reason of her pureness. Verse 25. For she is the breath of the power of the Most High.
Wisdom is the breath and the power of the Most High. Now, when it says Genesis 2 and 7, and man, he breathed the what? The breath of life. So he breathed wisdom in man. Going back to Sirach 17, where it says he imparted them understanding. And the seventh speech, what was that speech? It was the Hebrew tongue. An interpreter of the connotations thereof. All
So
right.
basically, you're being able to convey your thoughts
Yeah.
to someone.
He gave-
Break it down.
Yep.
Right,
So,
right,
bro, he gave man intelligence, man.
That's what it was.
From the past, that we were advanced in the past, man. All right.
A little more, and a pure influence going into that inspiration Chicago was talking about, flowing from the glory of the Almighty, therefore can know the final thing to
Yep. Yep. So, hey, how Esau makes an effort to imitate the Most High with Christianity, he'll go to these aboriginal countries and say that he civilized everybody, and he projects them as being like in this brute state. That he gave them Christianity, and they cut their hair, and they start wearing suits and ties. Well, the Most High did that with us, man.
right.
We were the primal state, man. But the Most High imparted in us the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. He imparted in us wisdom, man, and how the world works, man. How the universe works.
And
So,
then Esau go around the world and fake it out and take like we getting them democracy. We making them more civilized. We uplifting they murder and whatnot.
and in turn, he has a God complex.
He faking it though.
He's faking it.
He been tricking everybody.
Yep.
Except the real true men of the Most High. We ain't Lord willing, we ain't fake though. You ain't faking us out. You got something out?
To make a point, with the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shah brings life, because everything that they were doing back then, inspired life. That's why you had men living hundreds of years old, back, in the Old Testament, man. But you fast forward to this day, when Esau had spread his wickedness, his deceit, his false wisdom, you have the death rate getting lower and lower and lower, man. The life expectancy getting lower and lower and lower under the deceit of Esau. The Most High was aspiring life. Esau aspired death, man, with his so-called wisdom, man, and liberty, man.
I got some. Let me go and knock it out. It says, to whom have the root of wisdom been revealed, or have known her counsel, her wise counsel? To whom have the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest, and who have understood her great experience?
Now, you got a precept that's going to prove, about the shop. This book, Sirach 24:1, it says, wisdom shall praise herself and glory in the midst of her people. And the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth in triumph before his power. I came out of the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth as a cloud. I dwelt in the high places, and my throne is a cloudy pillar. I alone compassed the circuit of heaven and walked in the bottom of the deep.
That's wisdom personifying itself as a person. All right.
It said, in the ways of the sea and in all the earth and in every people and nation I got in possession. With all these I sought rest, and in whose inheritance shall I abide? So the Creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thine inheritance in Israel. So that's part of my heritage from the Most High. It's his wisdom. Alright, like Esau passed down businesses to his son, bank accounts and lands or whatever to his son. The Most High, he imparts wisdoms, to his sons, man.
It was like generational wealth. It's a generational knowledge.
It ain't no coincidence that we the greatest on planet Earth. We can do whatever, we can build whatever, we can make whatever, because we inherited from the Most High. He gave it to Israel,
And just imagine when he lines us back up to
Right,
him.
right, cause, you know, we ain't got it our way, but we got it, you know.
We still have remnants of
Right,
our
right,
greatness.
cause that's us in a sense, you know. Y'all got something?
That was it, bro.
Alright. He said, there is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon his throne. He created her and saw her and numbered her and poured her out upon all his works.
And that her is wisdom.
Uh,
Wisdom is like unto a woman.
She is with all flesh according to his gift, and he has given her to them that love him.
And that's Israel, man.
Come.
You know, that's one of the gifts from Yahweh Hashem Shai. When you do Romans 4 and 6, you know, this is talking about how the laws is our wisdom and understanding amongst the nations, man. You know? Yeah.
It says, the fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart and giveth joy and gladness and a long life. It says, whosoever fear the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death.
That's the time we're in now, man. You know, where we're going to receive favor, man. You know, for applying the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Shai, man. You see, us doing this lesson, all right, it's us applying the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Because what? Yahweh Shai told us to feed his land, man. You know, the apostle told us to be diligent, man, to make our call and election sure. You see, that's us applying this wisdom, you know, and if we adhere to the end, we're going to receive this favor, man. You know?
And it's Sirach 2 and 7. You that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest you fall. You that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward should not fail.
Hey, that's what we hope in, man. You know, because we seen the examples of people that have fallen aside, man. You know, got proud, you know, wasn't living, you know, what they was teaching, you know. And what happened, man, they fell to the wayside, man. So we know that we have to stay on this course all the way to the end, man. No matter how many videos we get, no matter how much praise we get on the comedy board, no matter how many precepts we think you know, we still have to stay the course, man. We still have to submit ourselves, all right, in humility, you know, to this ministry, man. You know?
Cause you don't wanna be proud and end up, you know, boosted up, pumped up. That's why that fear come in. They keep you everything, keep you down to the ground, keep you low. It's like a weight that bring you, keeping you straight. Right.
It seems like, you know, if you conquer some of one area that's true, you neglect something else.
Yeah.
But it, you know, it's good because it keeps you humble. You know, the thorn is a mud, man.
Can you read to, where you start, verse 7? Read to 9?
I'm gonna verse 8.
Read 9?
Verse 9. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy.
I jump to, wait.
Verse 12. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe to him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe to you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord will now disobey his word,
Went to the brother's lesson. You know, go ahead.
and they that love him will keep his ways.
Continue.
They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto them, and they that love him should be filled with the law.
Continue.
They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight.
So that, with these last precepts the brother read, at the same time frame, you know, you fear what we fear, and at the same time frame, you gotta have patience. You know, you gotta have faith as well, man. So you have to have these ingredients to receive salvation from Yahweh Hashem Shai, and they're all gifts given to you by Yahweh Hashem Shai. You know.
You got something up?
I'm working on it. Keep reading.
Yeah, we'll keep reading now. said, fear is the beginning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb.
The predestination, man.
Come.
Think about Jeremiah. You know, what's that for? Jeremiah 1:7, 1:8.
Alright. It says 15. It says, she has built an everlasting foundation with men, and she shall continue with their seed. Alright, it says, to fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom, and fill it men with her fruits.
Spiritual gifts.
Come.
Mhm.
She filleth all their houses with things desirable, and the garners with her incense. Increase. It says, the fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish. Both.
You see that with the law. Some foods not to eat. I
Right.
know that grace and mercy comes from Yahweh Hashem Shai, because we eat total bullshit. But at the same time, friend, you prolong your life by doing what he says.
Come.
And part of that is obeying the dietary law.
Right, because you know, he said don't do it. Now, you know, with the outcome of him saying not do it, it got to be something bad.
Yeah, he
So,
should.
yeah, you know, yeah. So it had to be like, shit, I can't do that.
Yeah, because all things have a purpose, man.
Come.
You got animals that's created to be sanitation workers on the planet Earth.
Come.
If you throw anything and fry it and season it, it's gonna taste good.
Right.
You got fish that was created to filter the ocean.
Yeah.
They were created to eat the feces of other fish or eat the flesh of dead fish.
Right.
We weren't supposed to eat those animals, man.
Come.
And that's what it talks about. Receive all his creatures with thanksgiving. Respect the order that they was put on this earth and what they do.
Right.
And then the meats, you know, that was offered to God during those different times, because you had Israelites, all right, living, you know, with masters that were pagans, man. You know, so when they offered the lamb or the chicken or beef, you know, to the other guys, you know, they would receive it with thanksgiving, you know, praying over in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, and it was never given the green light to eat anything, man. That's not wisdom, man.
Come.
You know, that's crazy as hell. Why would you eat something, you know, that has a purpose on earth, man? That's like you having a business, you know, you're a CEO of a business. You got janitors, you know, you got people that you know, that work in the office. All these people have a purpose in what they do. You know, that's like you killing and eating them, man.
Right.
You know, you done ate all your janitors. Now you wonder why
Why
your
dirty?
building dirty as hell.
Right.
You know, showing you that that's not wisdom to do something like that. Man.
Don't interrupt the systems of the Most High.
Yeah,
The Most High created systems to maintain the planet Earth, man.
yeah.
Bottom feeders are a part of that system, boy.
No, this is like going under your hood, just pulling out one of your pulleys, man.
Right.
You know, why would you do that? Now nothing gonna run right.
Right. And then with these Christians, they swear they know the Bible, but they don't know nothing. You know, and it goes to show you that interpretation, when Peter received that dream, okay, that was just basically, it was time for the word to be given to the Israelite foreigners.
Yeah.
Because even when Yahushua said, rise and eat, what did he say? No, I've never put that.
Right. I never put that into my mouth.
Right. Why? He was still following the law.
Right.
You know? But
When
you
you
have
break that down to one of them Christian folk, like you say, they'll always bring it up, but then you'll break it down to them, you just shut them up. You just shut them up forever. They don't even like you no more.
Because you gotta ask him, did he start eating pork after that?
Yeah, that's what I asked this dude. It happened to me. But go ahead.
No, I mean, that was the point though. That was the point.
Come. That show had the same came up.
But you have to have fear though. You know, because we know, like, if we don't do what we supposed to do, we'll get fucked up.
That's what I told him. I said, well, you go ahead, eat the shrimp then. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. It ain't expedient for you to do. You do what you want to do. But the law said don't do.
Yeah.
So, you know, he weighed like 400 pounds, y'all, from. So, you know what I mean?
Got gout like a mother.
Yeah.
He has a philosophy that justifies his lust,
Come.
justifies his lack of discipline.
And it showed you the fear of Peter, you know, cause it.
That was his first thing he said.
Nah, you know.
You know nothing about that right there.
Nah.
Come on, you sound like you talking about breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, that
I'm
fear-
fearing it. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that fear is gonna motivate you to keep the law, statutes, and the commandments to the best of your ability. We know this thing's 100% faith, but hey, at the same time frame, you still gotta have works with those things, with your faith.
Alright. It's 18. It says, the fear of the Lord is the crown of wisdom, making peace and the perfect health to flourish. Both will are gifts from the Most High, and it enlarges their rejoicing that love Him.
Yeah, but also part of that perfect health, man, us being healed, all right, from the wounds of this captivity, man. You know, that low self-esteem, you know, that spirit, you know, of self-gratification all the time, instant gratification, man. You know, that mindset of being inferior, you know, we have to be healed from these things, and that comes from the wisdom of the Yahweh Hashem Shai, understanding who you are, and understanding who your power is, man.
It says, 19, it says, wisdom writing down, skill and knowledge of understanding, standing and exalting them to honor that hold her fast. It says, the root of wisdom is the fear of the Lord, and the branches thereof are a long life. So, you know, fear the Most High, you're gonna preserve your life for sure. You know, you're gonna make it through another day, you know what I mean? It's just out just fearing. Yeah, you got something.
Yeah, just look it up. This wisdom, Psalm 8 and 13. It's going to wisdom. Moreover, by the means of her, I shall obtain immortality and leave behind me an everlasting memorial to them that come after me.
Like that. It was self-explanatory. Here you go, Proverbs, that Proverbs, yeah.
I think Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. A fool despises wisdom and instruction.
So you know, the fool don't want to hear nothing about no knowledge. That's how you know who he is. He gonna identify. He gonna make himself be known. You can tell him something, he ain't gonna want to hear you, man. And that's just how it is. You gonna stay away from those kind of people, man.
Hey, you know what fools mean?
Go for it.
When you go into the etymon of that word, it means empty-headed. You know what I'm saying? They have no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Like you said, why? Because they're rejecting those instructions, man.
And that's how they identify themselves. You know? Start acting like food or acting crazy, we gotta go. We ain't with you, man. You know? Go ahead, like.
Proverbs 3 and 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom and the man that give understanding. When you find wisdom, you'll know about the laws, such commandments. The Most High will open you up to different breakdowns. You'll know what not to do.
Yeah.
And you get understanding. Because if you tell them that, y'all saying about y'all try to ask people about the poor. You know, like the churches, they have no understanding of that.
Wow.
They think that you still eat pork. You can go eat pork, but you can't. They have no understanding of the scriptures. The Most High didn't give it to them at all, so they don't know nothing.
Yeah, I know when I first got married, you know, I thought, you know, when you got married that your lust for other women gonna go away. Somewhere I didn't think I'm wicked. I'm like, damn, I can't get it right. I pray every night. You know, but I ain't understand that that's how the Lord made us, man. You know, there was our culture to have, you know, multiple women, you know, and you're not going off if that woman is single. You know, she doesn't have a man, you know, but when you ain't got the wisdom, you think something wrong with you, man, trying to apply the Christian lifestyle or this Christian lifestyle, you know, to your natural nature as a man. You know, it goes against it, man.
And that created stability within our nation. Because we didn't depend on another nation for our survival, unlike in America. So if you had 3 wives, you just gave security to 3 other women. You just
Right.
took care of 3 other women on your estate, man. All right, you gave them a livelihood. You gave them survival. You know.
Come. Proverbs 2:5. You got one?
Yeah, I give Thompson when he made a good point about wisdom. This wisdom Solomon 8:8. Say, if a man has how much experience, she knoweth things are old, and conjecture aright what is to come. So you know the prophecies. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches. So you can't let these so-called Israelite leaders or these so-called false leaders around the world. They can't really get over you like they can get amongst the other people, man. Because you know they pretty much devious and full of lies.
Yeah.
You know, it says she knoweth the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. We're going through these different proverbs and different understandings of Yahweh Shalom Shah. She foresees signs and wonders. Like a lot of people saw the news event talking about the blood moon, things of that such, but they don't know the true understanding of it. It says, and the events of seasons and times. Look what times we are in now. You know, it's about to be a big economic collapse, but people out here still shopping, thinking everything's going all right. They still on their way to their daily lives, still trying to achieve the American dream, but they don't know this place like ready to collapse, man. But through the spirit power of Yahweh Shalom Shah, we can see those things due to His wisdom. You know?
So you won't be just freaking out over shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause you like, man, they don't know that shit, all this shit gonna burn. You know what I mean? Folks know the cars, clothes, and the whole. What folks be out here striving for. You'll be like, man, that nigga crazy, man. They out here doing all that, they lost their mind. But, either
Hey, I'm starting one, bro.
go ahead,
I think Proverbs 2:1. My son, and thou will receive my words and hide my commandment with thee, so thou recline my ears unto wisdom and apply thy heart to understanding. Yea, if they cry after knowledge and lift up thy voice for understanding, if thou seek her with, if thou seek her as silver and search for her as a hidden treasure, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Most High is to find the knowledge of the Most High.
Come. So that's no fear you're gonna find, you're gonna end up getting some knowledge, man. Bottom line, you're gonna end up knowing something that you ain't know through the fear of the Most High. You know, either you gonna get right or you gonna get you ain't gonna get it at all. You ain't gonna get it. So the most thing is the fear, man. And being scared ain't being, like, man, I ain't scared, I ain't scared of nothing. Hey, man, you gotta fear the Most High, man. That's the biggest one. That's the biggest one of all. You gotta bow down. Cause he coming back and he ain't gonna be playing, so you might well get scared now. Cause it's gonna be too late when he come back. Got one? Got something up?
Yeah, I got one.
You can end it on them.
Well, you know I got
Well,
two.
nah, you can end on the one I ain't.
I got two quick
Go
ones.
ahead, either.
One to match your ties one, Romans 11:33. Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High. How unsearchable are His judgments, and His ways past finding out.
I'm showing you how you're gonna be open up to so much wisdom in the kingdom. You know, we steady gonna be learning all type of wisdom. Man. You know, it's not gonna be a born second. You know, in the kingdom, man. You know, we're gonna be on a whole nother level doing whole other things, man. You know, that's why, like the scriptures say, if you can't be faithful in the little, how you gonna be faithful in the lot? They go with His wisdom, because the Most High imparted some people with wisdom, and they lost their damn mind. They got puffed up, they got pride, but we really ain't even just been opened up yet. We just have a little inkling to lead us to salvation. You know, yeah, we have 100%, of what was, allotted to us, according to the Holy Spirit, the truth, and prophecy, but in the kingdom, we're going to be opening up so much more, that's why the Lord, if you be faithful with this little wisdom, He's going to impart it to you more, man.
That's why it's compared to living water. It's continually flowing, man.
Right.
It's like nothing in the kingdom is gonna be old. Everything's gonna be just new in the kingdom.
In Hebrews 11:7, by faith, Lord, being warned of the Most High, of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of His house, by the which He condemned the world, and became parent of righteousness, which is by faith. That's what it's showing you.
Yeah, he didn't see rain, man. He didn't know nothing about rain, things of such. Back in that time frame, by fear, he did the things he had to do by Yahweh Bashem Shai.
In Proverbs 16 and 16, how much is better to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding?
Like blowing me up. That shit ain't gonna save you in the time of the judgment of Yahweh Hashem outside.
And that's his security too.
Right. So the stability of our time is the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem outside.
That movie Top 10 when the shit about ready to go down, dude trying to offer his money, and he was like, man, your money's no good here, man.
Come from way out in the middle of nowhere, goddamn.
We'll pull out a bankroll. Big dog.
Over there, war.
And to get understanding, rather choose than silver.
Yeah, so these worldly riches, man, is not gonna prolong your life. Alright, it's your faith and fear in Yahweh Hashem outside. That's what creates longevity.
Knowledge should be a stability that time.
Right.
Ain't nobody gold and silver.
And then how much more, like, how these people chase money, you know, nowadays, you know, how much more they gonna be chasing understanding, you know, during the famine of the word, man. You gonna see how much wisdom far outweighs, you know, these material things, man, and that.
That's right.
In Proverbs 10 and 27, the fear of the Most High prolong days,
See?
but the years of the wicked shall be shortened.
And the reason why we die, why? Because we break the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why we have to get new bodies, man, with a new mindset within those new bodies, man. You know, hey, if we never, well, beginning with Adam, you know, if he never would have went off, then we wouldn't die. But we know it's another side of that story that promoted us to do so. But at the end of the day, we die, people die because they break the law, statutes, and commandments religiously.
Psalm 2:11, serve Yahweh Bashem Shai with fear and rejoice with trembling.
Serve the Most High with fear. And how you do that is keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and do what he say. And don't just do what he say. That's the only way. Yeah, that's all. Alright, with that, let's close that up.
And then we're gonna give all the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, the great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. To the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.